this dude is insidious. Like he. So tell me this. Like, so he shrouded the Force of all the Jedi Council. No one knew who this guy was. Like, no one expected this guy at all. Like, this was a gradual setup. Like, he didn't overplay his hand. He didn't do anything wrong. Like, he did it masterfully. Like, he masterfully planned this out. Like, he shrouded the Jedi in darkness. He's maxed his dark side energy. He manipulated Anakin so well. So skillfully. He just master manipulated that guy to the point that it was just like, he knew he wanted power. He knew he wanted to protect the loved ones. Anakin wanted to protect the loved ones near him. He lost his mom to the Sand people. Like, it was just crazy. It's, to me, of all people, like, people say, be careful, Anakin, he might manipulate. But, like, is Anakin even smart enough to understand that he's being manipulated? Because Sheev Palpatine, Sidious, not only planned this out for 3 movies, showing the first movie, the whole prequels. He planned it out for the 3 prequel movies. And they said, be careful of Anakin, be careful of Palpatine. And you're telling me no one was like, okay, where does this dude come from? Where's his background in politics? Because I can't just be like, oh, I want to be president. I can't just do that, right? I can't just say, I want to be a congressperson. I have to have history in politics to do politics. I have to have a resume. It's like you get a job. You just get your first job. You probably have to work at a grocery store, or you have to probably work somewhere at fast food, whatever. You probably have to work there, get your work there. Like for me, I worked at a grocery store for 6 years. Okay, granted, got that done. Worked at a hospital for 2 years. After I graduated college, but then I'm working, and now I'm a housekeeper. But you have to have a resume to get a job. You can't just be like, oh, let me just support, unless you were really, really, really tight like that, and you have connections up the gills, you can't just do politics. Like, did he have connections? Did Sheev Palpatine just be like, all right, here's my connection with this person, I did this thing for him, and they just put it like, Palpatine's master was just, they planned this out, and then they'd be like, oh, it just seems like Sheev Palpatine is a genius. He's a masterful villain. He's not like, oh, I'm gonna go do crazy stuff. There was always somebody in front of him that was playing the face of the Sith. Count Dooku, Maul, Ventress, Grievous. Grievous is my favorite character. Is my favorite separatist, but it's masterful. It is just masterful how he just manipulated everybody in their every chess piece. It was just masterful. All three prequels movies, he just masterfully manipulated everybody, and no one could have done anything about it. Like Fives in the Clone Wars, right? Talked about his Palpatine's doing all this, try to expose the situation, trying to expose his plays, his chess moves, but he ends up going crazy, and then he just loses it. Like, that's why I love the Clone Wars series. Those 7 seasons were perfect because they expanded the Clone Wars, expanded the Star Wars series out more and more and more. It's just crazy. But no one could expect this. Fives tried to expose him, and Fives got shot, and got shot for, for trying to expose him. And he was just played well because his mental wasn't great. Right? This is why I say you should go to therapy, get yourself some not even medication, but just get yourself out there, get your mental right, always. But anyway, he tried to expose this. He tried to go to, if he got to a journalist, then it would have been, I think then Sidious would be out of a problem. But then no one would believe the journalists and Fives, right? No one would believe Fives and that journalist. In conclusion, even if, let's say Fives and goes to journalists, those two people would have to prove that the Senate, that the Senator Chief Palpatine is trying to masterfully play this war between these two people, the Separatists and the Republic, and they would have to prove all this. And know that Palpatine's on their bumper at the same time. This is why I love Star Wars. It's masterful play at a opera. It's narrative building, showing what a manipulative father figure can do to a kid, go do to a man. Right? Alright. Like, comment, follow. Deuces.